Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, has built an empire that spans music, fashion, and business. But behind the success lies a trail of tragedy that's hard to ignore. Today, we're diving into the strange deaths that surround him. Icons like Notorious B.I.G, Tupac Shakur, and Kim Porter, whose lives ended under mysterious circumstances.
Body found after a desperate call to 911.
EMS 14, respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
Tonight, Kim's untimely death raising questions and sending shockwaves through Hollywood.
We'll break down the events, examine the theories, and ask the questions that need answering. Could these deaths be connected, or are they just a series of unfortunate coincidences? Stay tuned as we unravel the mystery, one story at a time. March 9th, 1997. The music world is shaken as Christopher Wallace, aka Biggie Smalls, is gunned down in Los Angeles. He was leaving an industry party, riding in an SUV, when a black Chevy Impala pulled up and fired 4 shots. Biggie's death has been linked to the infamous East Coast versus West Coast feud, but the theories don't stop there. Some speculate it was a revenge hit for Tupac's murder just 6 months earlier. Others question whether Diddy's meteoric rise post-Biggie's death was purely coincidental. The case remains unsolved, but one thing's for sure. Biggie's death marked the end of an era and left a cloud of suspicion over those closest to him.
I was trying to tell somebody to call 911, but I just told one of the drivers of security to just jump in the car, just take me to the nearest hospital, please.
Tupac's story is just as haunting. On September 7, 1996, Tupac was shot in Las Vegas after a Mike Tyson fight. He died 6 days later, leaving fans heartbroken and hungry for answers.
Near fatal shooting, but he couldn't survive a second. Rap star Tupac Shakur died last night after a brief life in a rough business. He was 25.
Tupac and Diddy were on opposite sides of the East Coast versus West Coast rivalry, with tensions running dangerously high. Some have pointed fingers at Diddy for fueling the feud, while others believe he was simply caught in the crossfire of a larger industry conflict. But that's not all. Tupac's family recently opened up an investigation on Sean Combs' possible connection to the murder.
On trial next March for the murder of Tupac. This was back in 1996. Some have speculated that Diddy ordered Tupac's death.
What's eerie is how Tupac's and Biggie's deaths seem to mirror each other. 2 legends gone too soon, both with ties to the same powerful figures. Fast forward to 2018, when Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-partner and mother of his children, died suddenly at the age of 47. The official cause was pneumonia, but the timing and circumstances left fans suspicious. Kim was a central figure in Diddy's life, and her passing raised questions about whether there was more to the story.
Body found after a desperate call to 911.
EMS 14, respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
Tonight, Kim's untimely death raising questions and sending shockwaves through Hollywood.
Her family maintained there was nothing unusual, but cryptic social media posts from Kim in the weeks before her death added fuel to the fire. Was this just a tragic loss, or does her story reveal a darker pattern?
He allegedly knew she was going to pass away before she did. For years, a few people have kept up the pressure about whether an ex of this rapper and mogul was unalived. Now, with more eyes focused on him, people have more questions. Why did he order a casket before his ex even passed away?
Diddy's orbit has seen more than its fair share of tragedy. Andre Harrell, who gave Diddy his big break, died in 2020 from heart failure. Shakir Stewart, another close associate, took his own life in 2008. Some say these are just the harsh realities of the music industry, a world filled with pressure, competition, and secrets. Others believe there's a deeper, systemic issue at play, with fame and power coming at a heavy cost. Could these deaths point to a larger pattern, or are they simply the price of living in the spotlight? Diddy has always been vocal about the pain these losses have caused him. In interviews, he's described Biggie as a brother and Kim as the love of his life. But his silence on certain issues, like Biggie's murder, has left room for speculation. Is Diddy simply a man surrounded by heartbreak, or is there more he's not saying? Either way, the shadow these deaths cast over his life is impossible to ignore. From Biggie Smalls to Kim Porter, the stories we've explored today raise more questions than answers. Are these deaths connected, or are they just tragic coincidences? What's clear is that these losses have shaped Diddy's life and legacy in profound ways. But the full truth? that might never be known. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep dives into stories like this one. Thanks for watching.